history.
It depends on what you want to discern. If you want the history of
well,
the
it's nothing magical, so no arcane, nothing divine, so that's not it.
Find out if the sword is lying to you.
History, because she's trying to remember if she's ever read anything or heard anything from the elves she grew up with. That kind of has to do with this sword, this legend, and the way it looks, symbols on it or whatever. So.
Absolutely, yeah, there are symbols on it.
Yeah, if she recognizes it.
Which you can read, I guess, because you do. You can read them, yes.
I studied hard. If
oh,
they
yeah.
yeah, I can probably read those.
I will put it in your Skype. What the symbol?
I cannot click anywhere, DM. That's the same problem as last time.
I will put it in Roll20 then.
What? No, everyone can see that. The whole stream can.
Oh, right, yeah.
Type it to me.
WhatsApp it to me.
No.
I don't have to.
Okay, right. Type it to me,
I'll write
and then
it
I
on
can
the
just copy
paper.
and paste it. I can copy and paste it and send it to Book on WhatsApp very easily.
All right.
You can't do that, but not with everything.
This is not complicated.
I know this is probably not private, but it's something.
That's what they say. No, it's not. It's not that super private. Like
you guys need to set up a mail chute or something in your apartment.
We need to figure out something to do. Yeah, definitely.
You get like a carrier owl. You actually get like an owl.
Tie it to Ginny's
like,
neck.
Yeah, just have a little pouch on Ginny, and then just all Astral needs to do is just shout her when you've written something. Ginny!
The carrier doge.
Okay, so she's just gonna see if she knows anything from our time with the elves too.
Perfect.
Her history roll, that is. Probably not.
You have no idea.
No.
It's a sword.
It's a sword. It's an elven sword from a legend.
Yep.
Well, so they say.
I continue to polish it.
As you polish it, you suddenly notice someone coming closer, and actually standing, looking at you. And as you look up who it is, you notice that this is a specific, certain short mind that you have encountered earlier in your adventures.
Elon.
Hi.
I can't believe I remembered that. You know, I'm so bad with names. It's crazy.
Must have made an impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Well, Anna looks up and after a moment of stunned silence says, "Hello."
Greetings. It resounds in your head because sharp minds.
Because sharp minds, yes, definitely.
Just for those new guys watching, sharp minds are living crystals. They have humanoid-looking bodies, but they are entirely crystal, and they speak through telepathy, so they can understand. They do have ears. They hear what you're saying, but they don't speak themselves.
Wouldn't it be cool if they didn't have ears and you were just talking fun of them? They had no idea.
But yeah, he's standing in front of you and he says,
"Speak with Crystal."
Good day, or greetings.
1 second. There you go. Oh, what brings you here? She kind of gives a knowing smile like it's a rhetorical question.
My sanctuary is in Nevermora. Nevermora is under siege.
Yeah. Looks like it. What do you think? Liking our odds?
With what you have done for us, I would say so, yes.
She kind of nods. I was like, well, I'm glad someone's optimistic.
I see you have are still in possession of Charon's sword.
Yes. There were a couple of elves that wanted to return to their people, but those elves double-crossed us, so I am not willing to give it to those two.
I see. Well,
I have no intention to steal it from the elven people, though.
my elven allies are in town, helping the people with the siege.
Am I allowed to aid the battle for Tylonia with this sword? It has served me well so far.
We would be honored. You have defended our sanctuary.
You know, smiles. Hoot only says, "Roar."
It seems this particular individual has returned and is outside of the walls.
Particular individual?
Yes. I was very surprised to see the hobgoblin attacking our sanctuary outside of the walls.
That one, yes. Well, apparently that hobgoblin is kind of planning the whole thing with a half-orc, I think it was. Although I kind of expect they work for someone higher up. But nothing of that is proven yet, and I'm not sure if we're gonna find out.
Interesting.
He
He
seems,
just
he seems
like-
to pop up everywhere.
He just stares into the void. He's not even looking at you. He's like, interesting.
I am glad you came to Tylonia's aid.
If Tylonia falls, our sanctuary is in danger.
She kind of holds back a remark on that. And kind of just goes, gives a neutral nod again.
Thank you once again for all you've done to us.
I will pass it on.
Wielded with glory. And he like turns around and strides up.
And I kind of under her breath mutters, "It's Rama King." And continues to finish her work.
Alright. That is Hakan and Anadon for particular events that happen. Melga,
Yes. My webcam dies.
your webcam dies, we still see you.
Okay, whatever. Just move on then.
Wait, don't you see us or something?
I can still see you, but I can't see me. But that's fine.
Ah.
Doesn't matter.
We can
I
still
can see it.
As long as you have me, then that's fine.
Yes. You stride on and onto the blacksmith area. I believe you were with the party when we visited the blacksmith area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
So,
Yes.
so you know where it is.
Mhm.
And as you are there, it's quite an open space, as I described earlier, with like the forges out in the open and stuff.
Mhm.
And as you are there, you see a particular duo of blacksmiths slaving away at creating armor and weapons. I'm pretty sure you know what duo I'm talking about.
Yes, I know.
Hand over the axe. +1, please.
They're slaving away at the weapons and armor, and like there are, people that are armed that are coming towards them, and like there's a dent in this armor. Can you take it out? There's a small crowd surrounding their forge with all kinds of little stuff that they do. And other than that, there are empty forges where no one's working, and there are other forges where other people are working or working even on their own weapons. Yeah, there's activity.
Well, Melga starts at first just to sharpen his axe. And then after a while, he's done with that. He cleans it up nicely and stuff. And then goes to the forges where the duo of
Othar and Handel.
yes, blacksmiths are.
Yes.
And he tries to get one of theirs attention.
After a while, you succeed. They're quite busy,
Doesn't-
but
Yeah, it doesn't have to be soon.
they also seem to be pretty proficient dealing with multiple people coming at the same time. Hey, Melgar, thank you so much for rescuing us, the dwarf says with a big smile on his face. I believe that was Utar. I'm not sure. I don't remember which name was which one, but
Doesn't even matter.
doesn't even matter. The dwarf has a big smile.
DM so does not need
Yay.
red shirts.
Melgar,
I believe Othar was a dwarf because Othar sounds like a dwarven name. That's the only thing I know.
that might be the case. I have it somewhere.
As a dwarf, I'm sure you would know.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, Othar is the dwarf indeed. Othar comes up at you and smiles. Says, hey, Melgar, what's up? Thank you so much for saving us.
Melgar nods appreciatively, and then makes a uncomfortable noise. I would like to ask you for yeah, great words. A favor, if it wouldn't be too much in this daring time.
Anything for you, laddie. You saved our lives.
Well,
Ota
someone
suddenly
saved
became
mine.
Scottish.
Someone saved mine, so I feel I owe this person a new hammer. So I would like to ask you if you could help him with that. He still has the stick, I believe. But that might be all.
Well, if you can bring said certain person with the stick, we'll see what we can do.
That would be a very nice thought. By the way, Melgar doesn't laugh at all
Absolutely not.
during this whole conversation.
Othar laughs his ass off. Before he
But then he nods and starts looking immediately for said person.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while. So in the
Yeah.
meantime, I think we can go over to Juhani.
Melgar.
And as
One for the
Juhani is sneakity sneaking through the streets,
Do I
all of a
roll for
sudden,
that?
he hears a scream. Ah! And people are sort of dashing and running in every direction. Pure terror on their face.
Ah! Bloody hell.
Can't do screams really well, but everyone knows that. What do you do?
I roll perception to see what's going on.
You roll perception to see what's going on. You definitely see a certain skeleton trudging through town, scaring people left and right. But good sir, madam, good people of Tylonia, I'm here to help! And everyone's just dashing away in fear. And he's standing there looking at his surroundings.
Juhani smirks sneakily.
How do you smirk? Can you smirk sneakily?
Sure I can.
Oh. You're still hidden in the shadows, I assume.
I am always hidden in the shadow. I do not do anything about this cult.
You
It does not appear to need any help.
He walks through the streets and everyone's just scared as hell for the guy. Ah.
I walk on.
You walk on and you arrive at the walls of Tylonia. And you scale them,
I
as you
do.
have said that
I
you
do.
would. And in doing so, you'll get a good overview of the entire encampment that is sort of hastily erected around Tylonia because you know, it's a siege. They're not going to bring out these super uber construction works. So it's sort of like a wooden palisade, you know, that's kind of done in a quick fashion with
It's pretty
tents.
fancy. It's pretty fancy.
Yeah. And you see goblins there and hobgoblins and elves and all kinds of manner of creatures walking around, talking, gambling, sharpening weapons, doing all sorts of stuff. And can you roll a perception check?
I certainly can. I just roll the same thing again.
Yes.
Actually, I roll better this time.
And as you scan the crowds, the horizon for the crowds up ahead, you suddenly notice in your vision, very sharply, a certain hobgoblin walking amongst the crowds, trying to do intimidating stuff and shouting orders everywhere, but not everyone, as a matter of fact, most of them don't seem to listen or care. They like scoff at him or anything like that.
Is he within 40 squares?
Is he within 40 square? You got a snipe.
Never mind, never mind. I'm
Um,
gonna save my daily, it's fine. Didn't work last time either.
how do you select that? Is that this?
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna shoot him.
Oh, you're not.
Unless he literally walks like up to the wall, I'm not gonna shoot him.
He doesn't walk up to the wall now.
He doesn't seem to be a big threat anyways.
He's
But please.
actually within 40 squares. At 40 squares, exactly.
Seduce him, bring him closer.
Seduce him with your suggestive shrugging.
And sneaky smirking, yeah.
Yeah, sneaky smoking.
You said that people don't seem to take him very seriously.
They're like, he's like, do this, and then they're like, or whatever, or they spit at him or stuff like that.
We're talking about Kazrak here, right?
Yes.
That's funny.
I know.
Is there anybody out there who appears to be in charge? Effectively.
Effectively. Nope.
But people are not just like doing random things. It seems to be like they're doing a siege thing, right?
Oh, they're definitely like,
Alright,
they
just-
definitely have stationed guards and everything, but there's
Okay.
no one around there that actually like walks around where people, part ways to
Mhm.
let him through or do anything of the nature that looks like they respect someone. Or you actually see some of them in the camp fighting amongst themselves, and no one's breaking it up or something. People are joining in, and like it's like a mess in there. Like,
So this thing is going on around the city, basically.
yes,
Wow. How many, like, roughly people?
that you see.
Yeah. Quick estimate. Is it like 100, 1,000, 100,000?
Not 100,000, no. Somewhere in the area of 300, maybe 400.
And how many people are in the city? Have I some sort of idea of that?
No,
All right.
because you didn't scout the entire city.
No. That will take a while.
Yeah.
Do I see any other familiar faces? Specifically wearing robes?
No. I know the face that you're referring to. No.
Anything that seems somewhat magical, I'm referring to.
No. You can't know without an arcane check to see if you see something magical. Are you looking for something magical?
I am not looking for something magical. I'm sure there's magical stuff. I'm sure I have no clue about this stuff even, so that's completely fine. there is nobody who's obviously floating and glowing.
No,
Yeah.
there are no like beings made out of pure arcane stuff or
Indeed.
weird shit like that. No.
Well, I take a walk around the entire city, like around the whole of the city, to take it all in, and I think that's gonna take me long enough to go back to where else is next.
Yeah, there's only one left. Roy with the books. Well, I should say there's only one left until Melgar finds Harkon, but we'll get to that after Roy.
Yeah, I mean, I assume time is kind of a resource here. I roll perception to search through certain books for relevant information, like to quickly, I guess, skim is the word I'm looking for.
What books?
Um,
And what information are you looking for? Because I can't tell
any
you.
of the ones, there's what, 4 books that have Jumble's name on them. So I'd be looking through those.
Okay.
Anything I could think would help us, I guess, is
Giving them
relevant.
the hiccups.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for anything specific, just something that seems helpful.
Yeah, well, what does your character find helpful? I need to know what you're looking for before I can say it's in this book.
I mean, like looking through a book, it's easier to.
Shall I just give you a general description of what's in the book?
Yeah, that works.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Do you want me to do it 4
Okay.
times?
No, just once for
For
the.
each?
Let's spare time and just go through the. All right. Let's pull up the book list. Oh god,
there's
did I
a-
just close it?
Just the 3 researching books, and then the curse. Anything with Jumble's name on it.
Yeah. So, in the Arcana book, you find a lot of the theories about. There are theories that are about how magic came to the world, arcane magic. About different how it works, how the basic knowledge of casting spells works. Not specific to any spell, but just how it works. And also about the history. So a list of like very influential spellcasters and that sort of stuff. In the Primal book, you find how I can actually say this for both 3 research books. In the Primal books, you find how primal magic came to be, how it connects to nature, different theories about how it came to be, and again, a basic description of how to conjure up, how to use those forces of nature to conjure up primal spells, and a list of influential users, so including shamans, druids, that sort of stuff. And in the Divine Magic book, it's all the same, but then of course a list of gods and how to call upon gods to use magic, and a list of very influential divine users. In the list of very influential arcane users with the Arcane book, you see, as you quickly skim, you notice your eyes fall to the names of Jumble, Merhon, and Mordred, which is, you see the name Mordred, and then below it you see the title of Curse Master. So, yeah. And in the final book, Curses, you see a theory of how magic could be warped in such a way that it could become a curse. Again, general theories, nothing too specific, about how curses came to be, the basic methods of conjuring up a curse without actual curses there. So it's not like curse A, you summon it with this. It's just like how do you prepare for curses? How do you summon them up? Nothing specific. And a pretty small list of influential people who have used curses. Like in the other books, there was like this whole list of pages long, and this list is like 2 pages with a few names of people, influential people who've used curses in the past. Those names do include Mordred and Jumble himself, as well as another name, which I'm going to give you very soon, once I open the correct file. The name of blip, 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 blip. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There is a name
Where is it?
somewhere in this file. In the list is also a name which is only known as Lord Castor. So there's Lord Castor, Jumble, Mordred, and another few names.
There is a list of influential people. Is Mordred influential?
Apparently, but he did wrote the book together with Jumble. So a grain of salt there. That's
Castor spelled like the constellation.
I type it in chat for you.
It's the Philodin! Hey there!
Okay, got it. Yeah, like the constellation. Okay,
That's what you find in the books as you skim.
all right. Can I guess my time here, I ask, what was his name? His name is Mordred. I have the curse book specifically in my hand. I turn to him and I ask, may I borrow this?
He looks at you. You see his mind go, how do you say that? Go through decision making.
Do you have the courage and
Very
fortitude to
obviously.
follow orders and stay true in the face of danger and almost certain death?
Yeah, sure. As long as you bring it back in one piece. You do
I give him
ask
a
for one
nod
of the
and-
most special books in my collection, but I trust you.
I give him a grateful nod and tell him I'll be at the barracks if you come up with anything and care to share it. That's where I'll be. And I leave with the book and
I shall research some curses.
I guess in my downtime, I would like to read through the book thoroughly as opposed to skimming through it.
Alright. Is there a specific section you want to review thoroughly?
Like I said, just throughout the spare time, I assume it would take more than a day to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'll just start.
And you
in my
have less than
downtime.
half a day. So you could review one section thoroughly, I would say. Or 2 if you take the list of names, because there's only a few names on there.
Yeah, I'll go through basically the theories of how magic can be warped into
Curses.
curses. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. It's a lot of information. I think too much to just. But I'll do something during the break then. I'll
Yeah, that's
Like-
why I wasn't about to get into it now. That's why I just borrowed it and left.
during the break I'll type something to you.
Cool.
25 minutes. Well, there we go. Yeah, since that is your time, eventually, after much trudging through the city, Melga finds a neck